If you are new into importation business, I know your coach or you might have heard from a lot of people that buying yourself is the best way to go about this business. I hope you know that everything that has advantage also have disadvantage. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about some disadvantage of buying yourself, especially as a beginner. And number one, which is the common one, is that you are likely to get scammed either by your exchanger or by the supplier. See, one of the things all this coach will not tell you is that even though you are buying yourself, you still have to source for Chinese yuan, which is the Chinese currency, to buy from 1688 yourself. And sometimes when looking for this exchanger, you are dealing with completely new person that you have not met before or you have not transacted with before. At some point, you are going to deal with those kind of people. And by doing this, your chance of getting scammed is kind of high. And another thing is that you can also get scammed by your supplier, in the sense that this Chinese supplier have already studied this market and they know who is new into this business and who has been into this business for a very long time. Your conversation with your Chinese supplier can give them the idea that, okay, this person is new into this business, and they can take that chance and try to rob you. Sometimes they are going to send you a wrong item, uncompleted item, or they might trick you in a way that you will pay them and they will not supply you. I'm going to talk about how they do this maybe in another video. So the number one reason I think you should not buy yourself as complete beginners is that you can still get scammed. Forget about all these coaches that will tell you that buying yourself is the best way to go. Everything that has advantage always have disadvantage. And number two is that it's very stressful. Most time you'll be talking with a supplier that do not understand English and you do not understand Chinese, especially when you are using 1688. If you are using Alibaba, then the case might be different. But if you are using 1688, most of the suppliers in 1688 do not communicate in English. So imagine you have to copy or doing the translation every time you are having conversation with them. So buying yourself is stressful. Another disadvantage of buying yourself is that it's time consuming. So if you are busy person, maybe you have something you are doing with your free time, maybe you have other business you are running and you want to buy yourself, consider the fact that you want to always keep in touch with this supplier. You want to always check if they have shipped your order or not and other things like that. So by the time you calculate all this time you spend doing all these things, you will know that it's totally worth it to find a reliable procurement agent. So buying yourself is time consuming. So I've seen a lot of comments online where they will say that if I buy myself, I'm going to make more profit, which is the completely wrong. You can still buy yourself and you will not make more profit than the person that order with the procurement agent. See, this business is a business of calculation. If you do your calculation very well, you calculate how much you pay the procurement agent, you calculate your shipping and all that, you can still make reasonable amount of profit if you know what you are doing in the business. And buying yourself does not mean that you are making more profits than people that buy using procurement agents. If they buy using procurement agent and decide to sell their product for 6,000 naira, and you that buy yourself decide to sell your product for 4,500, at the end of the day you will know that you are not making more profit than this person. The only thing you are getting wrong is that you believe that the price you sell should be the same price the person that use procurement agent will sell, which is completely wrong. So buying yourself does not mean that you are going to be making more profit than someone that buy using procurement agents. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is that you are saving less buying yourself. So most people don't know that when you use a procurement agent, this procurement agent don't really charge that much. Especially the procurement agents I'm currently using, they charge about 3%, which means if you buy 10,000 naira worth of goods, they're only going to be charging you 300 naira for it. If you buy 100,000 worth of goods, they are going to be charging you just 3,000 naira for it. So imagine you paying 3,000 naira to buy 100 worth of goods and going through, or you decide to go through all this stress and risk of buying yourself. So now the decision is yours Don't get me wrong, buying yourself is good, but when you are buying yourself, you should not condemn people that use procurement agents. You should not also believe that buying yourself is the best way to go. One man poisons another man food. So I am Sam Green and I'm into e-commerce business. If you want to learn how to run 6 to 7 figures e-commerce business right here in Nigeria or in any Africa country, what we want to do right now is to check the link on my bio and contact me on WhatsApp.